Morning.
Morning.
So, we're camped out here. This is my first experience sleeping in a hammock, and it wasn't near bad. It is about 9 o'clock in the morning. We've already got coffee and that kind of thing. Wes is getting ready to go off and catch us some very large fish, hopefully some good fish. Hey, good catch.
Good catch, real good catch.
What you gonna do, Wes?
I'm gonna go catch like 16, 20-pound carp, and I'm gonna make Rob eat every stinking one of them.
Yeah, or I'm gonna make some biscuits in the Dutch oven and cook a couple of eggs. And if he brings back a catfish, then I might have that.
I'm gonna go down and see if I can catch a catfish with this one or a gar or whatever. And then I'm gonna hike up the creek and see if I can get us some perch. Nothing else, we'll eat some Rio. What are they? Rio Grande chitlins?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't know what they taste like. We're gonna find out.
Rio Grande chitlins, I think.
Chitlins. I'll be back.
Hey, so before you go, tell us about sleeping in that hammock last night.
Don't put heavy stuff in the little pouch that the hammock rolls up in. I learned that last night. You will wind up, it will work its way out from under you.
That's Wes's hammock right there.
Yeah. I mean, it slept good, but it got a little cooler than I expected, and I wish I'd have had more between me and the outside world. That's it. I mean, I'm rested, I'm not hurting, I'm not tired. I like it.
For reference now, not that it means anything, that's my hammock right there. It's just a single wide hammock. Wes's is a double wide hammock, and we'll just go ahead and wait for the comments to show up what that means.
I was expecting company. The only thing that showed up was a giant turkey.
We did. We had, here, I'll just swing y'all around. Well, look, I'll show you back over here. This is kind of where we're not far from the pickup right now. This is just kind of an exploratory trip. But there's the pickup right over there. And we had one of the biggest tom turkeys out there, all puffed up, spread his feathers and gobbling, that I've ever seen. I'll bet he had an 8-inch beard under him.
But he was huge.
He was huge, and he was just right there. And strutting around, gobbling. We heard turkeys all over the place this morning. They were just about covered up with them.
Yes, we have our licenses. Yes, we have our firearms. No, we did not ask if we could turkey hunt.
Yep.
We got permission to hunt everything up to logs, anything with fur. We didn't ask about feathers. We didn't think about it. We didn't know he was going to walk in and say, "Would you like to shoot me?"
However, we're going to ask about that today.
And he better not show up again.
Yeah. Well, actually, I kind of hope it does.
I do too. I just want to talk to him.
You know, at some point, we're going to have to go get a little bit more drinking water.
Yeah, and if after I set this, and if it doesn't look good at the creek, we can run up there and do that.
Okay.
I'll drop down at the creek up there because I know I'm just going up there. So, anyway, I'll be back.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Now, just for reference, I've already got a catfish line in the water over there with some dip bait on it, and I'll go back and check it off and on. It was just kind of a quick thing to get going out there. But we'll talk about the hammock a little bit. I had never slept in the hammock before, and it was pretty comfortable actually. I probably have a little tweaking, a little bit of adjustments to do. My big fear was that I was going to roll over in the middle of the night and get dumped right out of the thing. But this is just a little cheap one I got at Walmart. I can't even tell you what brand it is, but it didn't cost much money, and it came with enough rope to string it up and tie it up. And then, of course, we'll put a tarp over the top so we keep the dew off of us in the night. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. We'll sleep in it again tonight. The one thing I wasn't counting on was that it seemed like I kind of rolled further down in the hammock and my feet were uphill from me. But it was comfortable. Bob Hansler described it as sleeping in a big recliner, and that's kind of how it worked out. It's really nice out here right now. It's probably about 62, I haven't looked in a little bit, but it's probably about 62 degrees, so it's perfect campfire weather. We're just pretty comfortable out here right now. We're down here in south central Texas, camped out at Bob Hansler's, and kind of getting ready to do, hopefully, a 5 or 6 or 7 day sort of little survival challenge. Wes and I are going to try to get back down here and live off the land, as they say, catch fish and crawdads and turtles and whatever else we can come up with. Maybe shoot a pig, maybe pick a bunch of green stuff to eat, maybe find some different berries or fruits that are growing in some of the trees. So we're kind of getting that figured out. We're planning on doing that here, probably sometime in early to mid-April. We'll see how that happens. But in the meantime, we're just kind of getting a feel for the lay of the land, where everything is. Wes has been here before. You've seen some of the videos probably that he did when he was down here. And he kind of knows where everything is. But we're trying to decide and more Wes is trying to decide. This is kind of his thing that I'm just sort of tagging along with, and whatever he says I'm going to do, mostly. Anyway, just kind of an adventure. Maybe it'll work out good, maybe not. But we thought we'd show you some of that. We'll have a couple of other videos of going on, what we're doing, and basically just enjoy life for today. We'll be back later after, hopefully, we catch some fish. I'll give you a little close-up look at the hammocks again. I might even be able to zoom up on that tag right there and you can see what. There we go, it's the Equip one-person travel hammock. And you can see how I've got it tied in the trees over there. And it worked out very nicely. Out here we figured it was a good idea not to be on the ground too much. We've got a tent we could have set up, but there are fire ants out here and the ground's a little bit damp, and I've slept on the ground my whole life and it didn't seem to hurt me much. But we figured a hammock wouldn't be a bad thing. And then of course you can see Wes is tied up in his tarp there. Anyway, that's it. We'll check back in with y'all a little bit later.